city contracts with the Chamber of Commerce and funds a tourism program. Do you support the Chamber's current activities, and how important do you think tourism is to Atchison? Start with Dave.
I think tourism is very important to Atchison. We are a community that has many attractions, and people need to be brought here to see what we have and appreciate what we have. So the Chamber plays a big role in promoting the tourism in this town. What was the second part of that?
Well, just how if you supported the Chamber's current activities regarding that, and then how important was it?
Over the time that I have been here in Atchison, I have seen the Chamber, and I have supported the Chamber in many of their endeavors, and I think they've done a very good job. I think that each of the themes that they choose need to be well thought out, and I know currently there is the haunted theme that has brought a lot of unrest to many of the people in Atchison, and I think that that's a theme that needs to really be looked at carefully and analyzed, and we need to make that as good as we can make that for the people of Atchison. And if it's not good for the Atchison, I don't think we should have that.
Okay.
Is there another part to that I'm missing?
No, it was just the support of the current activities and then how important you think tourism was. I think you've answered both of those. So, okay.
Yeah, I think the Chamber of Commerce is vital to the city of Atchison. I think that they're another one of our gateways, that the people from out of town come to town, and the Chamber is there to show them our town and promote our town. And we have to have that. Not only does the Chamber do that, it promotes things for in our city, for our projects in the city and activities and things. I think the Chamber's doing a great job, and support them 100%. We need them. They're vital.
Any thought about tourism and its?
Yeah, they do a great job on the tourism. I think that it's just like any project. You need to look at the big picture, see where there's ways we can increase that, and make more tourism in Atchison. So,
Okay.
Thank you.
Rita?
I support the Chamber 100%. I think they do an awesome job. Amelia Earhart Festival, I mean, look at the crowds we get in here that week. I know a lot of people that will come in just for that weekend. They can't get into certain stores downtown or take that walk on the River Road because the crowds are so big, so they'll come back, a month later or 2 months later, or they'll tell their family about it for the next year to come back for the fireworks and stuff. I know my husband and I have been on vacation places and, say where you're from. Oh, you're from Atchison, Kansas. That's where Amelia Earhart is. And they get really excited and talk about it. I think Jackie and her crew out there do a wonderful job promoting tourism here in town. We try to get more and more events, trying to get more and more people coming here to town. We just had the disc golf in Jackson Park, and we had almost 100 people. It's the first time we've ever done it. I think we can improve on it and get more out there. I wish we could give the Chamber more money so they could have more events and get more people in here, because my feeling is if the people come once, they're going to come again. They're going to bring other people. They're going to spend their money here. Who knows? They may end up moving here or moving close to the area. They could open a business, and that's what we're needing. We're needing some new businesses, and I think the Chamber's going to help us get that.
All right, thank you. Charlie?
Well, I'm in agreeable with the Chamber. I think the Chamber's doing a reasonably good job. But at the same time, I looked at a budget thing today. The Chamber receives about $200 and some thousand a year, 205, I believe, if I remember right, that's allocated to them by the city. I think that they're doing good. But at the same time, I would say they could do a lot better. I mean, the tourism, we've got to bring people to town, but at the same time, we've been talking about the economy and the growth in Atchison. The chamber, the last city commissioners meeting I sat in here, there was discussion about the conference center out here, which is pretty much in the red. And they owned up to it. The finance director owned up that there was no way that the conference center or the heritage, whatever you want to call it, because they want to change names, will ever be able to operate on its own. It'll never be profitable. It'll never pay for the cost. To me, this is something that the chamber really needs to put emphasis on, is selling the conference center or the convention center, the conference center. I mean, they're the ones that are supposed to market the city. It's not the commissioners, it's not that. It's the Chamber of Commerce that should be marketing the city. And I'm in agreement with the chamber. We need a chamber, and I just think that it could be used more wisely. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mike?
I think they've done a tremendous job. Amelia Earhart, all the places that I've lived in the United States and all the jobs that I've had, this is one of the most outstanding projects that I have seen, and the people that come. So, you know, I grade them really high, and that on the mall projects and the little kiosks that are set up, and I'm just really, really pleased with that. There is, however, a concern, and my brother Dave mentioned it. I don't want Atchison associated with witchcraft and mediums and channeling. This type of thing, I think, draws the wrong type of people to Atchison. I think there could be a better way of coming up with something different, and I'd be willing to even sit down with them and brainstorm. But and you know, we've talked to people in Benedictine, and they're very insulted about this whole thing. Abbot James and Jeremy and Father Gabriel, they're very concerned about this, and it seems to be growing. I think it started out as kind of a cutesy type of thing, but it's grown more and more insidious as we got people moving in Atchison that are really heavy chargers. And that would be the one thing that I would change and ask the chamber to come up with something that puts a positive spin on Atchison. I think we have a lot of things, you know, to be proud of, that we could pick a better subject.
All right, thanks. Jack?
The Atchison Chamber of Commerce is funded basically by two things. The bed tax, which I know Jackie's happy that I pushed to get raised by 2% about 6 years ago. I think it produces somewhere around $140,000 a year for the chamber. So that isn't coming from city coffers, that's coming from tax that is designated for tourism. And then they're given $85,000. Now, if I'm teaching marketing to a bunch of marketing 101 students, I would say, what does a flower shop sell? And they would say, flowers. No, that's not what they're selling. They're selling, I love you, congratulations, I'm sorry. Well, what the Chamber of Commerce has to do is to sell experience. What is it like to come here? And I think they're trying to do the best job they can to sell that experience.